everyone, welcome back to my channel. So good to be here with you tonight. Today's channel message is about trust, and also Jesus came in to give us some guidance on our life purpose and our life path, and also how our words that we speak affect our reality for good or for bad. Like the words that we put out is an energy, a frequency, and so the angels are talking about that. And sometimes they talk like a deep subject, but don't go into how it's personalized for us. So I'd like you to watch the channeling video and then we'll talk about it afterwards. A lot of times the trust comes in when we are, what is trust anyways? So before I made this video, right, the angels were speaking about trust. And normally I sit down and I do a meditation before I channel just to tap in with the angels, see what we're going to talk about. Is there even a message there, And often they'll talk to me and tell me the subject matter, and then I'll make the channeled video. And sometimes they'll tell me what we're going to talk about, and it's totally something different. So tonight when I went to do a meditation, the angels were talking about trust, and they didn't give me any idea of what the message was going to be, which is okay. I'm just channeling the message, but then it's harder for my person that's with me because they have no idea what the angels are going to talk about. So tonight focus was on trust. And so after I did the video, I went into a meditation and I'm like, what is that, about trust? Why were we needing to trust you? And so they shared with me it wasn't really about trusting God or the angels or spirit or your higher power or anything like that. The focus they were talking about trust was trusting your own internal knowledge, your own intuition, right? And the more you start trusting that still small voice within you and making your decisions based on that rather than on what your mind's telling you or what's going on in the world, but really taking that, tapping into the heart, trusting that the decision you're going to make is the right one, and making that decision, like putting action behind that decision, creates a trust within yourself, right? And so then when you keep doing that repeatedly, right, having a problem, having an idea, and taking it from your mind into your heart, right, and moving forth on that intuition, on that heart wisdom, rather than what the mind or everyone else in the world is talking to you about. If the more you do that, the easier the energy flows, right? And the more you're able to trust yourself to make decisions to move forward on your path. And so just taking those small steps of trust in your life, like I think this is what's right for me, right? This is what I feel in my heart, and you act on it. And the next time you have that feeling, you know that it's right, and you just keep acting on those that heart intuition that you have, trusting that is accurate. So let's watch the video and then I'll be back to talk about it. Welcome back to my channel. Great to be here. I'm finally getting over my bad cold I've had for so long, and it was 53 degrees where I live today, so I spent a lot of time soaking up some vitamin D, and it felt glorious. And I was talking to the angels, did meditation before Dana and I met, and they asked me about trust. The focus was on trust today in my meditation with them. And so therefore, they didn't give me any clues or any ideas about what they're going to talk to us about today. And I am going to talk to the angels and perhaps channel a message from Ethos. I felt his presence earlier, so I hope so. But if you're new to my channel, my name is Michelle Blazer, and I'm a trance channel. And I take messages from the divine and transmit those into messages for you to elevate you on your path, to help you shine love and light and have that inside of you too. And I would just wish the best for all of us on this planet as we're transcending all of these energies and the chaos that's going on. So I'd like to introduce Dana Mitchell. She is a massage therapist extraordinaire and much other things. Let me introduce her. Hi, Dana. Thank you for being here.
Hi, thank you, Michelle. I love our weeks together and talking to the angels. I don't know what I'm going to ask because I don't know what's going to happen. So,
Well, me neither, but let's just tap in, and I'll
hi.
let you do our little breathing exercise together, and then I'll just keep doing that breathing exercise on my own, and you just relax. And when I see something from the angels, I'll just start talking, okay? So what
Yes.
you're going to do is take a nice deep breath in through the top of your head. Feel it filling up your heart space, love and light, filling it up big, holding that in, and exhaling that love and light out into the world, shining your love and light out into the world. And I'm just going to keep doing that now too. So deep breath in and exhale. Okay, Jesus is here with me now, and Jesus always appears to me on my left, and he is my guide and my my friend, my best friend, and he is awesome. And he kind of takes care of the energy surrounding us at the moment, and allows. He's kind of in charge of letting the angels come forward to give us a message. So I'm just going to look around and see who's here today. I see a lot of angels in the background. There always seems to be a lot of angels in the background now when I first tap in because I feel like there's a lot of energy going on in the planet right now, and there's a lot of light workers. And these are, I think it's the angels from the light workers, and they like come to be a part of our togetherness. And that's so amazing to me that as you watch this video, your angel is present within, and it's just glorious. And I see off to my right a big bright light, and this is Ethos, a collective energy of Sirius. And they're going to bring forth a message today, they said. But Jesus wants to say something first, so let me just quiet my mind for a minute so I can hear Jesus better. Okay, Jesus is telling me that Ethos is going to send the message to us today, but that Mother Mary is here also, and also Mary Magdalene, that they are also like have the divine feminine energy present with us as we're receiving this message from Ethos. So there's going to be energy coming forth, and I think I'll be able to get a good message from Ethos. So I'm going to quiet my mind now. Yes, good day, my friends. It is a pleasure to be back with you as we have missed you as a communication style taking place as forth as we are now. It is a pleasure to be able to speak in the communication of the language of yours to further our message of love and light towards you. Yes, and we have noticed many of you speaking the light languages and on earth as you do so with your voice out into the world. And this is not looked upon as an awareness as fully as it should be, as in the power of your words to transmit the energy of the light. And this is in your divine power. Yes, you are the divine spark of the creator within, and you are here to be creators. And yet you fail to have the awareness of the words you speak into this creation. Yes, that as you speak these words, you create for the good. Yes, that you view as good, or the bad that you view as bad. And we say neither is good or bad, right? We say that it is a choice of your free will upon your path to have experiences, yes? And sometimes the words you speak bring forth a negative energy into your field, and this creates a negative vibe, as you shall say, and feels like darkness, yes? But it is within your own power to change the frequency and the vibration of your words to bring forth more positive experiences with your positive words. Yes, you see, this is the speaking of the love and light, is it of kindness and of truth? Yes, and sometimes truth you may perceive as darkness. Yes, because it is against the norm, against the flow you of those around you. But it is your truth, so it is a positive energy. Yes, you have to remember this, as it is in your own divine being that you have your higher self present that guides you in this energy flow, and you shall follow the heart. Yes, when you have a choice and a decision, even if it's a fast one at the spur of the moment choice, always check in with the heart. Yeah. And you move forward with the idea that comes from the heart, not the head. Yes, because the heart will never steer you off your path in the wrong direction. Yes. But there are times when the negativity comes in and it's sweet snowballs into further down the negative path because of the words you speak on the negativity bring forth more of the negativity. Yes, and you understand this with your mind. Yes, but you are not putting it into practice, and if you shall do so, it shall be beneficial to you and all. Yes. They're showing me an image of like a farmer out in a field, and there's like he's picking up a bale of straw, but this bale, it's not like a bale of straw, it's only just like a small, like handful. And he's like walking slow and putting it on the truck. And it's just like they're kind of showing me how sometimes that when we're not able to lift the full bale of hay, just to take the small amounts, right, and move forward with that. So it is sometimes the self-sabotage that comes forth to negate your own energy. You self-sabotage and lower your own energy by your thoughts of being not enough, or making mistakes, or not being able to fully move into the path that thou desires. But you have to consider that it's an all of an experience, yes? And there should be no judgment upon your own part in this play that you are that you are in. Yes, you have created this. Yes, and you continue to create. So when you understand that you have created wrongly, yes, you need to change your focus into the correct desired path with the words and the heart and the action, the body, the mind, the spirit moving forth in the words that you desire. When the words move forth, the heart will follow and the body will follow. Yes? And this is the way to simply, easily remember how to move along on the path with the positivity. Yes? When that awareness comes to the negative speech that comes forth, yes, even about others or self, or situations, you simply stop. You simply stop. And you put forth into your energetic field what you do want, the positive words. Yes? So we have spoken upon this much, and we see it a change, yes, and not so much in the positive change of doing it, yes, but the positive change is in the understanding of it now. Yes, that the understanding has come forth. And when the understanding comes forth, it is easier to move fully because of the trust that you have established within your own heart. We say this in love and peace of the one true creator. Much love. Okay, welcome back. That was a short but sweet video. And I did want to just say that if you're new to my channel, my name is Michelle Blazer and I'm a trance channel. And I channel messages from the angelic realm. Sometimes it's Ethos, a collective energy of Sirius. Sometimes it's Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene. And Jesus is my guide during all of this. And normally I start off, if I'm just channeling with a person, with a client, or getting angel messages from someone, we do that little meditation where we relax, tap into the energetic field, and then I go a little deeper and then start getting messages from the angels. I can see and hear them, right? And so normally I tap in, I see which angels are here, and then I just start talking. I start talking to the angels, and they start showing me images, right? So I might be talking to Jesus, and I see a mountain over here, and I see a sun, and I see a tractor, or I see angels. And then I just start looking at that. What does this mean? What does this symbolize? Symbolism of this, right? And then I give the message as the angels are talking to me, and I'm just talking in my own voice. And then eventually it comes to a point where the messages are coming from a particular angel, from maybe from Jesus, maybe from Mother Mary, or an angel like Archangel Michael. And sometimes the messages will be coming from Ethos, the collective energy of Sirius. And so once the messages start coming in, they start coming in really fast, and I can't really keep up with the word flow, so I start missing things, right? And so I've learned just to relax into it. And when I relax into it, that's when the trance channeling comes. I just relax and go a little bit deeper into my meditation state, almost like a trance-like state, and then the angels will speak through me. So you'll see that where I'm just talking, explaining what the angels are talking about, and then I'll just say, I'm going to go a little deeper, and then I relax into it, and then let them talk through me today. And that's what happened today. So they talked a lot about the power of your words and the vibration and the frequency, because words carry a frequency of vibration. And when you speak, you're putting that frequency, that vibration, the sound waves into your energetic field. So sound waves, physically, and then energetically, that is going into your energetic field. So what you say, what you speak of, is what's surrounding you. That's the energy, and you are totally in control of that. And so am I. And that's a hard thing to remember, because I think just from subconscious programming to being negative or thinking the worst about things, we speak it. And so we're speaking these negative words into our energetic field of what we don't want, rather than speaking positive words into our energetic field, into the world, which brings about that positive energy comes back. What you put out comes back. That's one of their spiritual laws. And I've seen this a lot more lately than I had been, and I'm catching myself doing it and turning my words into positive, right? And you just have to say there are negative things in the world, right? There are a lot of negative things in the world, and we see that lately in the United States with all this political stuff happening with our government. But I would just want to challenge myself, and maybe you, instead of changing our wording of things, instead of speaking negative words, speaking positive. For example, if there's something going on, like a bill being passed or an agenda put forth that you don't agree with it, rather than lashing out in hate with your words, even if your words are just on social media, those are considered words, right? Instead of lashing out like, this program sucks, blah, 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 and I feel that way too. There's a lot of bad things, right, that we don't want. Instead of bringing back the negative, like, this program is hateful, and using hateful words, let's spin it to positive words. Like, I'm saddened that this bill is not going to pass or is being looked at, because it helps the community in which I live, and this is how it helps it, and speaking all the positive words around that, right? So here's what you're doing. You're not putting more negative energy into that situation that you want to change. You're using positive words to speak it, and these words are now putting positive energy towards that program, bill, or whatever it is you're speaking of. So that's just an example, but really in our everyday life, it's just the words we speak to ourselves, right? And those are super important, right? They really affect your energy. They affect your state of mind. They affect your body, mind, and spirit harmony, right? So your heart will always guide you correctly. We are body, mind, and spirit. Our mind might have an idea, a thought, a wish, a dream, be against something, right? And then we use our heart to evaluate it, right? Our heart is where our intuition is. And so when you evaluate that thought with your heart, you can say, is this true? Is this right? And then make better choices on the words that you use. And so they even say quick decisions, right? Because when you get used to thinking through your heart rather than thinking through your mind, because you have your thought in your mind, it goes to your heart, you use your intuition, you use your body to take action on this, right? So when you have a negative thought and it gets to your heart, you can change that into positivity, right? Or just not speak the words, or evaluate if this is even true, if this is something that I want to put forth, because negative thoughts can pull you off your path, right? So just for an example, let's say that I'm going to make a video tonight, but the angels didn't tell me what to talk about. So I'm just like, oh, I don't know what to talk about. I can't do this. I'm that. Making all kinds of excuses. And so that takes me off my path, right? Instead of looking at it into my heart. Okay, the angel said that I have to, this is the advice they gave me to do this, to make videos tonight by myself. So is that a good? I evaluate in my heart and then put my action behind that thought, behind what my heart tells me, not what my mind tells me. That's probably not a good example, because I pretty much always trust what the angels are having me think about, but it's not always like, it is still my choice to make the video or not to make the video. But if I stay in my head and I keep saying, negative thoughts around that, instead of putting it in my heart and like, okay, what is the truth about this? This I could do. This feels right. This is in line with what my higher self wants to do, right? Because your higher self comes through your heart's intuition. You are always tapped into your heart. You are always tapped into your higher self. And that is where your intuition makes good decisions for your life path. And then, they said about self-sabotaging, and that happens when we dwell on these thoughts like, I can't do it by myself, I'm not enough, I can't do this, right? But you can refocus, you can redirect your thoughts, you can redirect your words, which therefore redirects your actions. And this is about how we move forward on our path. When we get stuck in this negative thinking, negative vibes, then it just kind of stops us on our path, and we're in this stagnant energy, and everything is in motion in this world. If you're not moving energetically, physically, emotionally, then you feel stagnant and kind of locked in, because we are meant to be moving. We are meant to expand our light and our love. So that it lowers your energy, it blocks you from your desired path. And, living life is an evolving experience. There shouldn't be any judgment placed on yourself at all. We are sometimes our harshest judges, and the people that sabotage us the most is our very own self. So use your words and your thoughts, get them in line with your heart, and then take action on those heart thoughts. I call them heart thoughts instead of thoughts. And then creating your reality, if you can shift your vibration just by shifting your words and your thoughts of saying, maybe I'm not enough. Yeah, see how low vibration that sounds, that feels when you say, I'm not enough, right? Let's switch that to, I am a divine channel of the Most High God, right? See how empowering that feels? And they're both, that's true. I am a divine channel, right? And so taking your particular situation of I am not enough, changing into I am this, I am. And that brings the power back to yourself. When negative speech pops up, simply switch it into positive. Not easy. I mean, I'm not going to stand here and say I'm perfect at this, but when I do it, it's fantastic. It helps me on my path move forward more in line with what I want, with what my heart wants. And so the angels see growth in your awareness of this, and then the energy flows better. And let's see. And then they had a section where I think Jesus was showing us the metaphor on the tractor. And it was really pretty interesting, because he started off showing me a tractor, and there was different fields, and all these tractors were going down a different field, and one was corn, one field was like soybean, and this was it was like a metaphor. So this was like an example of how every person is on a different path, a different tractor going down a different field, but they're all going towards the sunset, towards that light, right? So we're all just on our own path, heading back to the light of our divinity, where we came from, where we're going back to, where we exist in all time, dimension, and space, right? So his vision, he brought us attention to a tractor, different fields, and so that represented everyone's distinct path, that their life path, their life purpose, what they've chosen to incarnate on Earth for. And so everyone has a specific path, and that's unique. Some people's were green beans, some people's were soybeans, right? And then acting from the mind leads to disruptions in your own field, right? So if you're just driving your tractor down your field, down your path, what you're here to do, going back to the light, but then you see this path over here and you think, I think I'm interested in that path, that field, I want to go there. And so you just zoom your tractor through their field, creating chaos, right? Because you're not meant to be on their path. You're not meant to be on their field. You're meant to be on your own path and not let other paths change the way you think, feel, and act upon your own path, your own intuition for what you're here to accomplish. Well, thank you for being here with me today. I think that's all we have. That wraps it up. But let me know in the comments if this resonates with you at all, and see if there's any small steps you can take this week to notice your heart's intuition and make small decisions. Just start small, using your heart's decisions, maybe about what to eat that day, or where to go, small decisions, using your heart's intuition, moving forward on those to kind of get used to making those small decisions with your heart. Will be easier to make them with those big decisions too. So God bless, love and light to you all. Bye-bye.